Good morning, everybody. Cheryl here with inkedpulp, and we are back with another art for breakfast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For the replay crew, if you're new here, I'm so happy you're here, and invite you to subscribe so you don't miss other notifications. And if you are returning, you know that I love all my supporters, and I am happy that you're here. All right. Hope everybody's doing well today. So I'm not going to work on the guest book today because I ordered some of that paper that I want to use. And so I want to wait till it gets here because I feel kind of stymied without having all the right supplies. So that is on the way. And get this on here. So, hey, Mike, Pam, what's a snippet roll? Well, I'm going to show you. I have this, I don't know what exactly it is. It's really stiff, and it's a roll. It almost feels like, I don't know what it is, because it looks almost like it's got some fibers in it, but it's on a roll. I got it at an estate sale, and I sold it in my last sale. But I wanted, and I sold, this roll was huge. And so I'm actually going to cut a piece of it off for our snippet roll. I wanted to have some for myself, and there was so much still left over. I fulfilled all the orders, and I've still got yards and yards of it. So I was happy about that. I thought this would make a really nice snippet roll because it is firm. You know, it's not, real wishy-washy and put this straight. So, Mike, what a snippet roll is, well, let me go back to what a snippet is, and I can show you. Is something like this, where you just take different fabrics and laces. I'm going to do paper and lace today. And you put them down and then, sew it. So it makes this long roll of stuff that you can cut off and use in projects. So I thought that I would, and I've got my box of paper scrap here. And then some of this is lace. I don't want the fabric. I saw a lady do a paper and lace one, and it was so pretty. Away. Look, there's some paper. There's all kinds of paper in here, different paper scraps that we can pull out. And we'll go along and put down some paper, and then we'll put some lace over the top of it. And then we'll stitch it. And then maybe put some buttons or something else on it. So what I'm going to do, and then over on this side, I've got a pile of just lace pieces, scraps and pieces. So I'm going to start with the paper. We'll do a section at a time. I'm trying to think how I want to put this. If I'm putting paper down, I can probably use glue stick. And so I'm just going to go through here and put down some different papers. Has anyone here ever made one of these? Not yet? Well, let's look at how to make one. I'm just going to put this one over here. We'll save that for another spot. So I'm just going to kind of work on this little section right here to start. And then we'll go through and put some laces over the top of it. So it's kind of like collaging. At first, you know, this part of it is much like collaging. Yeah, it's real similar to the other one we had. Let's see what else I've got in here. I know I've got all kinds of stuff. There's a little word I found in there. We'll take that out. Okay. Here's some Here's some of this paper. And let's see, I know I've got a lot more in here. Here's a piece of this. Oh, look at the back side. It's tiny little. I must have printed some dictionary page on the very back of it. There's some more of that. Let's see what else I have in here. I like to keep it all kind of square if I can. Or square-ish or rectangle-ish. One of the two. All right. So there we go. We're getting another piece of this down the edge. Oops. All right, something over here. What's everybody doing today? It's Saturday. Mike, what you working on? Let's go over here with this one. And oh, there's some music paper to go up there. I love this box of scraps because it's just got everything. Making a little filing vise. Ah, joy. All right. So let's see. Let's finish up these couple little spots and then we'll start putting some lace on. Oh, how about that piece right there? Okay, I need a little something, something, something right here. About that. So this is kind of like just collaging. Like I said, it's not yet anything different than that. It will be. And I may decide to put some fabrics on here too. I don't know. The lady I watched just did paper and lace. Oh, here's a piece of this. That's pretty. Some coffee dyed paper with a lace pattern. And let's see, let's put another piece of this. Where is everybody this morning? All right. Let's put that up there. I have just a couple of other little pieces to cover up. Now we're not going to cover the whole thing with lace. We'll have little bits of lace on here, but I wanted to cover the base of it. No, I don't want that one. Okay, I'm going to sneeze, you guys. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. All right. Oops, am I putting this down? Yeah, putting this down correctly. All right, so there's that. I hope you dance. Now we just need to pick out, let's set these papers down here, and sorry about that. Must be a good day for a lion. Are you sleeping in? All right. Now, let's find some laces. Now, what she was doing was, and I've covered up my scissors. What she was doing was just ripping the lace pieces. She wasn't even cutting them. You know, she'd start it with a cut, but there we go. So there's a nice little piece of lace. And she had all different colors. Now this one may not tear. Let's see what else I've got here. Just some pieces of lace, and we'll glue those down, and then I'll go over and, you know, stitch the whole thing. Oh, this is my favorite lace. You guys know that. Let's see where I can cut off a piece. I don't know if this one's gonna tear real well. Oh, can't tear that. I have that one. Oh, here's a little piece of orange or peach. There we go. Look at those ends. This must be a polyester lace. I'm going to start kind of just gluing these down. So they'll stay in place until we sew them. Oh, I love all those extra strings hanging out there. But you see how you can see through to the paper. And it's fun because they're all raggedy on the ends. Let's put this. What do you think so far, you guys? Look at all that pretty lace and paper, and then we could just tear off pieces of this or cut off pieces of it to use for different projects. Ugh. Some of these don't want to tear. Oh, there's a little piece. Ugh. It don't want to tear. But I could get out the seam ripper. Hey, have any of you watched a a documentary called Forks Over Knives. It's about the food industry and, well, not just the food industry, it's about health and how, I've never been real big on the whole plant-based diet thing, but it was really interesting to see how the science. Oh my gosh, watch it, Mike. It will change your. My husband watched it and he's like, let's change our diets. Like, I don't want to die. And it was pretty compelling what we were watching. Oops. What are you thinking of this, Pam? Do you like this? Oh, that tore nicely. It's called Forks Over Knives. Oh, good morning. Carnivore diet because he had his intestines. Oh. Yeah, and that's what I told my husband. I said, you can take any subject and find arguments to support it or to negate it. So I'm with you on that. Just because there's a documentary that says, that these, diets are bad, meat is bad for you, doesn't mean that it truly is. I do have pretty on my desk. I am making a snippet roll with paper and lace. This was something I saw somebody do. And I thought, oh, I want to try it. And I have this great paper here. Need something down here at the bottom. Let's see. And so I thought I'd make a snippet roll of paper and lace. I'm not working on the guest book today because I have ordered the paper and I'm waiting for it. Until I can really start putting that paper on there, I don't want to, there isn't a whole lot I can do, and I don't want to do it piecemeal. Let's put a piece of this down. This is kind of a pink, a blush pink color. And this lady that I watched, she ripped all of her lace pieces so they were real grungy. I don't know that mine will come out as pretty as hers, but let me move up here so I'm up farther in the camera. Is this, you guys tell me, because I can make it a little darker. Is the image too bright? It almost seems like it is. Oh, I can't change it from here. I can't change it from StreamYard. All right, so we have this, and then Oh, here's a thinner one that we could put on there. Put that underneath there and over there, and that'll cover up that piece of paper. Yeah, I'm just doing a snippet roll. So anyway, yeah, I'll come back to the guest book on Monday when I have all my pieces and parts, namely the paper that I want to use. All right. What are you guys thinking of that? Different bits of lace. You can see the paper beneath. And then I can put a little bit more paper on top of the lace. I think that's what she did. She came back and in a couple of places put some paper on it. Oh. Uh-oh. I hear the fire trucks going by outside. Hope everybody's okay. Good morning, Cheryl. I'm working on a paper and lace snippet roll. And this, by the way, this roll of stuff that I'm using is in my current sale. So if any of you want it, it's a real stiff, it almost looks like a cash register tape, but it's not. It's stiffer than that. All right, let's put... Hey, Donna. Yep, thumbs up, everybody. I gotta do mine too. So we can put some little bits of paper. Down on top of that, and then when we sew, we'll have just those little bits of paper showing through. Yep. And then I'm going to go put some white thread in my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew this. And again, you have to kind of look at it as, you know, a lot of times these things don't look completely good when they're in this format because it's long, but imagine if you tore off a piece of that to use, how cool that would be. All right, I just got a couple of pieces of paper on there. All right, hang tight, you guys, because I'm going to pull off the black thread real quick. And replace it with some white. Or maybe an off-white. Maybe I don't want to do white. Come on. I always have a hard time getting that bobbin cover off for some reason. And here we go. All right. I'm going to use this kind of a tan color, so it'll blend in somewhat, but boy, this is some vintage thread. I bought this back in the 80s. I used to run a little craft business out of my house, and I would do shows and stuff to sell, but I didn't have a shop. I just worked out of the house, much like I do here. And I bought a whole case of that thread. There was the coolest store it wasn't the town I lived in, but it was a few towns down, and it was like a big warehouse, and they had tons of craft supplies. I mean, everything you could think of. And I used to love to go in there. I bought flowers and fabrics and, oh my gosh, little cushy like teddy bears and pom-poms and baskets and just everything you could think of. It was such a cool store. And you could only shop there if you had a business license. You couldn't, it wasn't open to the public per se. I mean, it was, but you had to have a business license to buy in there. My little store used to be called Gifts and Things. And I did flower arrangements and I just did everything. That was sort of my first foray into this kind of crafty world. All right, just like that. We are threaded. All right, let me sew this. Oh, hi, Louise. Yes, it does. So I'm just going to kind of go freeform here. I know you can't see it, but I'm just going to kind of freeform it. Get this tacked down. I can always go over and stitch more if I want to, but I want to get it all tacked down. One more pass and then we'll call it good. And there we go. We've got some paper and some lace. What do you guys think? Hey, Judy. What do you guys think? And we can put buttons or bows or metal pieces, whatever on there. Should we keep going with this or should we do something else? Yeah, making a kind of a long snippet roll. And then as you cut off pieces of that, you can use them for, pockets or... There's my freeform stitching all over the place. All right, shall we keep going or shall we work on something else? You guys tell me. I really love that. See if that was cut down. I love it. Keep going? Okay. And I can go along here and put some fabric on top too. I'm not opposed to that. I was just doing lace and paper because that's what this other lady did. But let's keep going. Mike says keep going, so we'll keep going. Let's... Let's put that down there. Yeah, I'm waiting on the paper supplies, Donna. I don't have the right paper and I don't want to do it, pardon my language, half-ass. So I thought I would do something a little different while we're waiting. And so I thought I would work on this little snippet roll with paper. And I love how you can see the paper beneath the lace. So for those of you who just came in, I was talking about a documentary I watched yesterday with my husband. Was it yesterday? Not yesterday, day before yesterday. And it's called, that one's pretty close to that one, but we'll cut it off into snippets, so it really doesn't matter. It's called Forks Over Knives, and it talks about the dangers of animal-based foods and how a plant-based diet is so much better for you, for your body in terms of cancer rates. And I mean, they had some pretty compelling information. I always take those things with a grain of salt because you can find evidence for any side of an argument. So I do take them with a grain of salt, but it was a pretty neat documentary. Oh, these small doilies here, I have a ton of them. Like, yeah, see, we could put those on there. Like the snippet roll, to me, it's much like other things. It's like the start of something. And then when you go to use it, you can embellish and add, and you put flowers on it, more lace. You can put all kinds of other stuff. Okay, let's work on this piece now. Let's see. This was a pretty cool piece when I put this on. So we could cut these little doilies and put pieces of them on here. But yes, well, this actually was a longer piece. You see this piece that I have right here, this white piece? I cut that off of the bottom of this. This was like an applique thing. And I cut it off and used it. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the different parts of this to see what I want, but I want this one right here. This one had a hole in it. How about if we put that on there? Let me push up a little bit. Actually, let me adjust my camera here just a little bit, so you can see, because I tend to like to work at the bottom of the board because it's closer to me, but then you can't see. So we'll just move the whole thing down. Okay, there's that one. Now, I didn't use any of this green last time. How about the screen's a ruffle, but I can still... You can always tell when they're polyester laces because they tear like this. But that's okay. We'll keep those ends. Cut the doilies? Oh, yeah. You know what I have learned, or I have convinced myself, is that there's always more doilies. There's always more doilies. There's always more fabric. There's always more lace. No matter how special it seems, you can always find more. And so why, just looking through my pieces here, why hoard it and not... Oh, there's a nice little piece here. I'm really learning to use my stuff because there's always more. There's always another yard sale or a estate sale that I can go to and get more of this stuff. Or I can buy it at sales, or I can go on on the internet and find it. I don't know. It's just, I'm really learning to let go of those things. I haven't used this yet. Here's some of this. This has got some kind of pinkish in it. Oh, it came off in a little piece. That's all right. We can cut a bigger piece. Okay, there's that. Oh, I like this. This is a double lace. Oh, look at this. It's pretty with some sparklies in it. Okay, Penny. Ugh. Penny, I haven't been to your live in a little while, and that's because I have been scheduling my doctor's appointments on Thursdays since I don't have art before breakfast because I can't do it on Sunday. So I had another follow-up appointment on Thursday. Everything was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, but a little piece of this. Come on. I gotta find the end of it. There it is. Put a little piece of that in there. All right, let's do some more down here. I want to get a bigger piece of this. Some of these you just can't, it tears sideways instead of long ways. I'd like to put a piece of that down there. Come on. Glue stick doesn't hold the lace real well, but we just need to tack it down long enough to sew it. There we go. All right. So I'm going to cut this piece, and I can't tear it. But look at that. What if we put that up there? You just got to let go. The mix of the colors is very captivating. I know. Isn't that just cool? And then again, you got to remember that when you go to use it, you're going to use pieces of it, not the whole thing. So, you know, you might get, you know, some pieces like that. And I think that's the other thing that makes it fun. Let's put some more peach up here. There we go. Now I'm going to take this off so it doesn't, I don't want it to, well, maybe I do want it to ruffle. Right over the top of that green? Yeah, I think so. Let's pull this bottom piece up a little bit here. So who's going to go make snippet rolls now? Hi, Kelly. And they don't have to be in a long piece like this. You can make individual little snippets. Whoops. And it doesn't matter that it goes, over the edges. That's fine. You can always trim it back when you use it if you want to. Kelly, I'm making a snippet roll. I'm not working on the guest book because I'm waiting. The new paper for the signatures will be here today, and I wanted to wait for that. All right, let's see. What else do we want to put in here? How about another piece of this? Because I love this stuff. Now, this one, I'm going to have to just... This came in a set of like 10 or 12 placemats, and I was going to sell it in a sale, and I've decided that I'm not going to, that I love this stuff so much that I'm going to keep them. All right, there's that. Let's see, what else do I have here? What else do I have? Oh, this is stretchy. I've got some of this green, minty green. Somebody really likes mint green in here. Who is it? Is it Penny Pudge? Somebody I know is a real mint green fan. Ugh, this one's definitely polyester. Got a lot of colors right next to each other there. I might put that one over there and sew it on. Because we don't have a lot of color over here. All right, I'll have to remember to go back and sew that. And then I've got this one. Let's do that down there. Well, we're missing a lot of people today. Where's Lori B and Big Mama? I know Mimi's on her road trip with her daughter. Let's see. What else do I have in here that I haven't used yet? I don't know if I've used any of this. Let's cut some of this. There we go. That's a big piece. I don't know if I want it quite that big. Guess we could put it right there. Yeah, but then that covers up all that other one. I'm going to put it over here. Because I don't want to cover up everything that I've already put down. Some is fine, but boy, this lady I was watching, she must have had really nice all cotton laces because her stuff just tore very easily, and I've got a lot of this in my scrap bin, I've got a lot of polyester for my nice stuff that I use. I don't have as much of that. Um, let's put that down there. But yeah, she had a whole big scrap bin of laces that were just all torn up and raggedy, and I was like, oh, I want that scrap bin. I need to make one for me. Okay, let's look underneath here. And see. Let me go grab another handful of laces out of my big lace bin. Oh, you know what I have? I have this bag of stuff from Carla at Carla's Crafty Emporium. These are beautiful laces. And I have appliques and laces and doilies. I don't know if any of this is the... Ooh, that would be cool. That piece is cool. Some of this stuff is just so white, and I could dye it, but look at this. I love this stuff. Isn't that gorgeous? And maybe what I can do is cut out some of these little flowers and put them around there. That might be an idea. Okay, I don't know if I want to use this stuff. I've got this little corner applique that I can cut up. Close your eyes, Judy. I'm cutting. Just like I said, there's always more. You can always get more. Oh yeah, how about that right there? There's that. And then I have some of this trim that I bought. This stuff is really cool. What about a little piece of that right there? It's real fluffy and satiny and all right. I think that kind of brings us to, hi Nydia. Well, I haven't seen you in a long, long time. I hope you're doing well. I saw you commented on one of my videos, and I appreciate that. You doing well, my friend? All right, that's kind of filled up with some lace pieces. I want something a little fluffy right here. Not that. Well, let me, oh, we were going to put a little bit of paper down too, because that's what we did on the other side. One day you'll get over it. Yeah, there's so many doilies out there. Let's put that right there, since I thought it needed something right there. And maybe a little something here. Oh, here's a piece of lace that's kind of fluffy. There, just some little pieces of paper. Maybe. And I can always add more. That's the nice thing about these, is that nothing is cast in stone. We can always do more. Oh, I do want to put a little piece of this on here. Yeah, right up there. All right, I'm going to sew this down. I got to start right about here where this funky little piece is. All right. I'm going to turn around, but I can still talk because I moved my sewing machine and it's right next to my desk now. So I don't have to go across the room, which is nice. All right, let's see here. There we go. I suppose I could have put zigzag stitches on here, but I didn't. Stuck every now and then. I think it's the glue underneath or the layers. All right, one more pass through here. And then I've got that little green piece that I've got to go back and stitch on that I added. Where's it at? There it is. That little minty green piece. Let's stitch that down. There we go. All right, you guys. There it is. What do you guys think? Now, what I would like to do with this is cut off some of these flowers from this other piece over here. and put some of these flowers down because they're really pretty. Now, here's the question. Should I dye them first? Or should I put them on there white? You guys tell me. Should I leave them white or should I dye them? Let me cut out a couple of these and we'll look and see how it looks. Okay, there's one. White for contrast, yeah, I was kind of thinking the white too, but I wanted to check with y'all and see what you thought. And then I've got some bigger ones too. Isn't that pretty? I could make them like purple or red for contrast too. That might be a little over the top, I would imagine. Okay, let's cut out one of these bigger ones and put it right there. I've got to do another Junk Journal January video today, and I got to do my Marguerite Miller today. And much as I've had fun with Junk Journal January, I'll be so glad when it's over. This daily thing is killing me. All right, how about one of those there? And this, and I actually could put this underneath because it kind of cut off that one. Put it right up there. What do you guys think? Now, what I'm wondering is if I should try to sew these on or just put them down with Fabri-Tac. Because if I sew them, I don't know if that'll tack them down well enough or if it'll even ruin the, the shape of the flower and the, I may just put these down with Fabri-Tac. Now see, I've got some white there, so I probably don't want, maybe one there, and some more little ones over here because, again, you won't use it all together, so. Oh, no worries, Pam. It's not mandatory to chat all the time. So these little white ones, and so maybe that's a piece where we don't need any flowers because I've got so much white there. I don't know, I may not need any more of these bright white ones. What do you guys think? Now, I'm thinking that oh, maybe that works with the white because it's bigger. And then I could put another one up here. And again, I'm thinking about, you know, the big picture when you cut this thing up. So we have a section of small ones. We've got this one we could do with the big one and a small one. Then we've got some small ones. Then we've got that section. You liked it better the other way? Now I got to remember how I had it. Nope, I think I had it over here. I had it there. And I had one there. Like that. Again, you got to remember that it's not going to be used as a whole. So just remember that thing's going to get cut up, you know, and you'll only see. I don't think we need one there. This one's a whole one though. All right, how about that? Know what, Donna? What's wrong with that? I think it's okay because like that piece has a lot of white in it. You know, you've got that or that. I think this is okay. Never mind what. You're funny. But it will get cut up. So there's no need to worry too much about what it looks like as a whole. Now, I'm thinking glue these down. What do you guys think? I think I need to glue them down. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Like I said, it's going to get cut up. It's not going to stay just like this. But look at all those colors glue. Yeah, I think so too, Cheryl. I think so too, because I don't think I can do it justice if I try to sew these down. Now, what I could do, if I have time, and I know I won't have time to do it with having to do a couple more videos today, I could do some slow stitching like in the middle of these. There, that's pretty. And I could go around and put some French knots in there. But don't hold your breath because I've got to run out to the store today. I'm going to make, you know, my husband and I are by no means becoming vegetarians. We do like our meat, but we are going to make an effort. Nope, that doesn't go there. That goes there. We are going to make an effort to eat more plant-based meals. And so I'm going to try one tonight. There's a beef stew that looks so yummy. Well, it's not beef stew, it's stew. And it looks so yummy, but it uses, instead of beef, portobello mushrooms. And we both thought that sounded so good. So I may try that. I don't know. There were several in there that looked really good. We love black beans. You know, we love our black beans. After I just canned a whole bunch more, and there's lots of recipes with black beans. And I think we can really cut back on our. I know. I do too. Bye, Kelly. I love French knots too. So maybe in the middle of these, I can put some French knots. Maybe. I'm not committing to anything. I have so much to do today, but maybe while I'm sitting in front of the TV tonight. Well, not the TV. I don't watch TV, but where did I have that? Like right there. I do, watch YouTube. I'll put some YouTube videos on. I really don't watch much TV. All right. There we go. There is a snippet roll. Mike, does that answer your question? Oh, bye, Penny. Rather than get out more sewing, I'm just going to tack this down. Does that answer your question, Mike, on what a snippet roll is? Look at all those pretty colors. I'm not going to cut this up. I'm going to work on it again sometime. I don't know when, but I really love that. What do you guys think? Does it need anything else? We could also put buttons in the middle of these bigger flowers. All kinds of things you could do. So there is a paper and lace snippet roll. Mike must have left us. So some of this you can see, like this is the purple paper that's underneath here. Here is there's peach colored lace, but there's also peach color underneath it. Here's some green underneath here. So you can kind of see the paper colors coming through. There's some text under this. That's pretty cool. And then we can, and there's all my wonky stitching on the back. And then I can just roll this up, put a little rubber band around it. And we have a snippet roll ready for use. Some other time we'll come back and finish this off. But for today, I think that will do it. I think some French knots will be pretty in there. And a little piece I want to tack down. everybody. There's our snippet roll. We are at an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to clamp this so it stays down while it sets. And then I'm going to put all of this lace back in my lace bin. I know, I love it too, Cheryl. I love this lace. Isn't this awesome with all these flowers on it? All right, folks. Well, listen, you guys have a great day. I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. But we'll be back on Monday. We'll get back to that guest book. And get all these pieces of paper back in the scrap bin. And I got that one. So, a piece of lace. Quick cleanup here. All right, everybody. Yeah, now you got to try one, Pam. You got to try one too. All right, everybody. Yeah, thumbs up on the way out if you haven't already, please. And I will see you on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Love you all, and I will see you later. Bye.